الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. Allah Ta'ala, He's given us two challenges. One is shaitan, one is our nafs. Shaitan, all what he does is that he whispers in our ears, that's it. Put wasabis. Doesn't do anything else. There is no other thing that the shaitan does. He comes, he whispers, tells us to do something bad, and then that's it, then waits. He does not even have the capability of forcing anybody to do anything wrong. He doesn't hold anybody's hand and pushes him to do anything. The second challenge that we all have is our nafs. Our desires. Desires of eating, drinking, marital relations, having honor, feeling that we all have a status. All of these are desires. Having more wealth, etc. This is our second challenge. In reality, this nafs is the issue. The nafs is the one that forces us to do all of our sins. So for example, if shaitan comes and whispers that, look at that woman who was walking around. It is in reality our nafs who wants to look. He listens to what shaitan says, and then this nafs is the one who actually looks and feels the pleasure. Shaitan doesn't do anything other than whispering, that's it. Now, beautiful month Allah Ta'ala has given, which is Ramadan, and one of the challenges is gone. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala chains all of the evil-minded shayateen. All the evil-minded shayateen are chained in this month, put behind prison, put behind bar. Now the very common question, very frequently asked question is then why do we get wasabis? Why do we still get wasabis in this month? There are two answers to that. Number one is that only evil-minded shayateen are chained. Only evil-minded shayateen are chained. There are still some shayateen that are out which are of lower category. Unfortunately, we are so weak that even those shayateen are enough for us. And number two, because we have been listening to shaitan's wasabis all year long, 11 months, our nafs gets so much trained that it actually is also giving us wasabis. The wasabis also comes from nafs. So our nafs becomes a mini shaitan in 11 months. And although the evil-minded shayateen are chained, but our nafs is also putting all of these wasabis within ourselves. And they are so pathetic. It is so amazing that we realize ourselves in Ramadan. All of these wasabis that are coming within us, it tells us about our reality. This is me. Shaitan is gone. This is me. It was in reality me. Now I was blaming everything to shaitan. It wasn't shaitan, it was me myself, my nafs. Our mashayikh, they say that there are two ways to identify if the wasabis are from shaitan or from the nafs. Shaitan, he tries to force you to do some sin once, twice, thrice, maybe 4 times. When he sees that you are not listening to him, he will go away. He doesn't waste his time. He's very smart. He doesn't waste his time in the same thing over and over again. He will come back. He will try to detract us in another way, but he will not waste time in the same thing. Nafs, when it gets onto something, then it will always come back. For example, people they work at their workplaces. Say, for example, there is a girl that also works. Shaitan says, oh, you know what, why don't you go and talk to her? Nafs also says, and Nafs will listen to him. Now, Nafs, because he wants it, maybe Shaitan will say once and go away. Now, Nafs will keep reminding you, oh, by the way, you haven't talked to her yet. Oh, you know what, this is an opportunity. Why don't you talk to her? Nafs will not leave you. If this thought is coming to you every single day and many times a day, know that it is Nafs. Nafs keeps on reminding you for a thing over and over again. Our Mashaykh says that Nafs is like a baby. You know, the small little kids, if they want something, they will not leave you. Baba, I want chocolate. Baba, I want chocolate. I want chocolate. They will cry, Baba, I want chocolate. You tell them, no, I want chocolate. Because until and unless either you put them to sleep or you give them chocolate, they will keep coming back to you. I want chocolate. Just like that, nafs will keep coming back to you over and over and over and over and over again until you fulfill the desire of the nafs. Now what do you do with the babies? Say for example, it's night time. You don't want that they eat chocolate. You will just tell them something, but you will not give them chocolate. Just like that, nafs, we don't listen to our nafs. If we don't give it what it wants, a time will come that it will get distracted and it will start wanting something else. But we have to work on our nafs, my friends. These are the two challenges that Allah Ta'ala has given to us, shaitan and nafs. Shaitan is chained. Allah Ta'ala has designed this month that we control our nafs. You know, if I have to highlight two issues that we all have, and we all know that. What are those two issues in our day and age? Food, number one. Number two, sex. These are the two issues that we all have in this day and age. People are after food, barbecues, biryani, pastas, pizzas, you name it, right? That's all what we are after. We only want to know that what are we going to eat tonight? What are we going to eat over the weekend? Every single day our wives ask, what should I be cooking today? That's our concern. Number one, food. Number two, we are after fulfilling our desires. Marital desires. Everybody has these two issues. Unfortunately, there is no third focus. People don't even know what are they doing with their lives. And it's very amazing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has controlled these two desires first and foremost. Start of Fajr until sunset, you don't eat, you don't drink, you cannot have marital relations. Allah Ta'ala has controlled our desires forcefully. But this is one. That does not mean that the fast is over. There is a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ in which he has said that who does not leave qawl az-zur wal amal bihi, who does not leave false speech and action on that, yani false actions, evil actions, sins, that Allah فَلَيْسَ لِلَّهِ حَاجَةٌ, Allah Ta'ala does not have a need that He leaves His food and drink. Yani your fast may be valid. It will be tick marked. Did you fast? Yes, ticked. If you leave food, drink and marital relations for that amount of time. But if people do not leave the sin of the tongue and the sin of the limbs, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says that I don't need your fast. Yani your tick is, there is a tick mark, it is over, but you don't get any ajr of that whatsoever. No ajr of that fast. You know, all of these fadail of fasting, there is a Babur Rayyan that Allah Ta'ala has made for only those people who fast in Jannat. Right? And all of the other fadail, as-sawmu li wa ana ajzi bihi, fasting is from me and I give the reward. Do you know who is this for? It is for the people who truly fast. Not only leave food, drink and marital relations. It is for those people who actually control their nafs and do not sin at all. Control their eyes, control their tongue, control their ears, control their limbs. That's what the ajr is for. So in reality, fasting is to control our nafs. Allah Ta'ala has created a process for 1 month that you all Control your nafs. I'm putting shaitan behind the prison. Control your nafs. If you eat, if you drink, if you have marital relations, fast is null and void. If you do it purposely, there is kafara. And what is the kafara? That you must fast 60 consecutive days. Allahu Akbar. 60 consecutive days. If you fall sick in between, you leave one, start all over. 60, that's the kafara. Yani Allah Ta'ala is forcing the nafs for the two biggest issues of the nafs. And the rest, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is saying, alright, I will not break your fast if you say, for example, lie, for example, if you cheat, for example, if you look at a woman walking around, if you go to the internet and see something bad, I will not break your fast, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to give you any ajr for that. So Allah Ta'ala is saying, control your nafs. Control your nafs in this month, and that's your goal. And that's what Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says, that if you truly fast in this 1 month, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. At the end of the day, what are you going to get? Taqwa. At the end of the day, you will become person of taqwa. So this is the goal of this month. Please understand. Understand the reality. Please understand what are we trying to achieve here. It's a beautiful, beautiful month. But this month is for all of us so that we become people of taqwa. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is providing us an opportunity so that we achieve the goal of our life, which is taqwa. That's all. If you look into the Quran, every single thing that we want in our lives is hooked up with taqwa. Taqwa means that you control your nafs, you don't listen to shaitan, you control your nafs, you don't sin, you follow shariah, you follow sunnah. Every single blessing is tied to that. Honestly, I don't have time, I don't want to take your time. But you name it, you name a blessing and it's tied to taqwa. You want wealth? Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says, مَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقُهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. That whoever lives a life of taqwa, I will take him out of every difficulty, I will give him an exit, and I will provide him risk from the places that he has not even imagined. Quran Azim Shan, I'm not saying it. Allah Ta'ala will give you risk from the places that you don't even imagine. We are all running after dunya, trying to, subhanAllah, driving taxis from Fajr to sunset, working so hard, sitting on the shop, doing tijarat, going to work, and everybody is striving. Allah Ta'ala will give us rizq from the places that we don't even imagine. With what? By controlling our nafs and binding it according to Shariat and Sunnah. You want barakat in your rizq? You want barakat in your house? You want barakat in your families? You want barakat in your health? Allah Ta'ala says, وَلَوْ أَنَّ أَهْلَ الْقُرَىٰ آمَنُوا وَاتَّقَوْا. People have iman and taqwa. People leave sins, they control their nafs. لَفَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ بَرَكَاتٍ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. I will open for them the barakat from the heavens and the earth. You name a barakat, I'll give it to you. What do you want? Anything. Dunya is for the people of taqwa. Akhirat is for the people of taqwa. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah Ta'ala says that. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says there is a bridge of sirat that everybody is going to pass. If you pass that, you will enter into paradise. If ma'azallah you are not able to pass that, you will fall and there is hellfire under that. Who will be saved? ثُمَّ نُنَجِّ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا. Allah Ta'ala in the Quran says, those people will be saved from the bridge of Sirat who will have taqwa. Jannat is for the people of taqwa. وَسِيقَ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ زُمَرًا حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءُوهَا وَفُتِحَتْ أَبْوَابُهَا وَقَالَ لَهُمْ خَزَنَتُهَا سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ طِبْتُمْ فَادْخُلُوهَا. People of taqwa, everything is tied to taqwa. You name it. So this is the goal. This is the month, my friends, my elders, that we can control ourselves. This is a month of controlling our nafs. So please, I request all of you, don't take this month just that we just stop eating and drinking and having relations for like 20 hours, 19 hours. It is about controlling our whole nafs. Please lower your gaze. Learn lowering your gaze in this month. Learn controlling your tongue in this month. Learn how to control your ears in this month. Learn as to how to control your emotions in this month. Control your anger. Learn controlling your anger. Prophet ﷺ said, if somebody tries to argue with you, what do you say? Tell him, I'm fasting. Sorry, I cannot argue. I can't have any discussion that may lead us to a dispute or an argument. Tell him, I'm fasting. This is about controlling ourselves so that we can take this personality of taqwa outside this month and live 11 months on that. So please learn that. I'll end with one last thing. And I've been telling this thing to everybody because, inshallah, one of the benefits, one of the beauties of this month is that Allah Ta'ala has given us a night here in this, which is called Laylatul Qadr, night of power. Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr, wa ma adraka ma Laylatul Qadr, Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. Better than 1,000 months. تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam comes down in this night with his angels, right? And they go and they shake hands with everybody who does ibadat in this night. This night, by the way, is not only 27th. It can be 21st, 23rd, 25th, 27th, 29th, one of these 5 nights. There are other aqwal as well, but inshallah, it'll be one of these 5 nights. So try to be awake on all of these 5 nights. At least do a little bit of ibadah. One thing, these angels will go in every house wherever people are doing ibadat except 2 houses. Number 1, in which there is a dog. And 2, if there are pictures hanging on the walls, they do not enter that house. Subhanallah, angels of mercy do not enter that house in which there are dogs or tasawir in the hadith. So please, take off these pictures. Don't hang them. Honestly, I'm requesting, I'm not getting anything out of that. It's for all of you. Please take them off. No point. Number 2, Prophet ﷺ has said that every single person is forgiven on this very night except 4 people. Number 1, one who is addicted to alcohol. One who drinks alcohol, he is not forgiven even on this night. Can you imagine? Number 2, one who is disobedient to his parents. If people are rude to their parents, they don't talk to them properly, this person is not forgiven on Laylatul Qadr. Number 3, Qati'ur Rahim, the one who cuts off blood relationships. If you have cut off blood relationships with your father, your mother, your children, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, your chacha, your mamu, your khala, your taya, any of them, this person is not forgiven even on this night. Can you imagine? SubhanAllah, people, they cut off relations for small little petty things. He didn't invite me on a wedding. He didn't call me on a birthday. SubhanAllah. Number 4, Mushahin, that person who has ill feelings in his heart for any Muslim, this person is not forgiven on this night. Allah Ta'ala hates that so much. Prophet ﷺ has said in one of the hadiths that every single night when I sleep, I make sure that my heart is free of any ill feelings for all of the Muslims, and make sure that this is my sunnah, and whoever will follow my sunnah will be with me in paradise. So please, remove any ill feelings. Anybody has done wrong to you, forgive him for the sake of Allah. Why not? Jane de, Khuda ke liye, let it go. Why do we have to keep all of this garbage of ill feelings in our heart? We feel burdened, we feel heavy, and subhanAllah, well, we don't feel at peace. Let it go for the sake of Allah. And 2, this person is not forgiven on this night. So please, I request to all of you, let's do tawbah for these 4 things and every other sin, inshallah. Let's become people of taqwa in this month. Let's develop ourselves, control your nafs, inshallah, and let's get out of this month in a state that inshallah we have done tawbah from our sins and inshallah have become people of taqwa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all tawfiq to understand and implement. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Jazakumullah. Inshallah, we'll make dua and then leave, please.
اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. يا أحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم. یا اللہ ہم سب کو صحت تندرستی عافیت نصیب فرما. یا اللہ اس مبارک مہینے میں ہم سب کی مغفرت فرما. یا اللہ ہم سب کو گناہوں سے پاک صاف فرما. توبہ نصوح عطا فرما. ہمیشہ ہمیشہ ایمان پر اسلام پر استقامت نصیب فرما. ایمان کے ساتھ یا اللہ دوامیت عطا فرما. یا اللہ تقوی عطا فرما. یا اللہ تیرا خوف عطا فرما. یا اللہ پیارے حبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی ایک ایک سنت پر عمل کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ رحم و کرم کا معاملہ فرما. یا اللہ ہدایت اور برکت نصیب فرما. یا اللہ ہم نے جو بھی یا اللہ نیک اعمال کیے ہیں عبادت کی ہے اس مبارک مہینے میں یا اللہ اس کو قبول فرما. یا اللہ ان نیک اعمال کی برکتیں ہماری زندگیوں میں اعلی اولاد کی زندگیوں میں نازل فرما. یا اللہ ہمارے قرآن مجید کی تلاوت کو نماز پڑھنے کو روزہ رکھنے کو اللہ تراویح سننے پڑھنے کو یا اللہ نوافل یا اللہ ادا کرنے کو تمام عبادتوں کو قبول فرما. یا اللہ مزید نیک اعمال کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ اس مبارک مہینے میں ہم سب کو جنت کا سوال کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ گناہوں کی مغفرت کروانے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ جہنم کی آگ سے چھٹکارا مانگنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ اپنے ماں باپ کی خوب خدمت کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. اللہ ماں باپ کے ساتھ حسن سلوک کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ حضرت نے جو باتیں ہمیں بتائی ہیں یا اللہ ان کے علم میں صحت میں تندرستی میں عمر میں یا اللہ برکت نصیب فرما. یا اللہ عافیت نصیب فرما. یا اللہ صحت کے ساتھ با کرامت انہیں یا اللہ حیات طیبہ عطا فرما. یا اللہ جو بھی باتیں بتائی ہیں اس پر یا اللہ خلوص و للہیت کے ساتھ یا اللہ شوق اور ذوق کے ساتھ ہم سب کو عمل کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ اخلاص و للہیت نصیب فرما. یا اللہ ہم سب کی نیتوں کو درست فرما. یا اللہ مبارک مہینہ چل رہا ہے سب نے سحور ادا کیا ہے یا اللہ فجر کی نماز پڑھی نیک مجلس میں گیدرنگ کی ہے اور تیرے سامنے سبھی بوڑھے یا اللہ نوجوان بچے یا اللہ بزرگوں سبھی لوگ تیرے سامنے ہاتھ پہنا کر دعا مانگ رہے ہیں. یا اللہ ہم سب کی دعاؤں کو قبول فرما. یا اللہ ہم سب کی حاجتوں کو پورا فرما. یا اللہ ہم سب کی ضرورتوں کو پورا فرما. یا اللہ رزق کا مسئلہ بڑا یا اللہ پریشان کرتا ہے لوگوں کو یا اللہ رزق حلال عطا فرما. یا اللہ غیب سے رزق حلال عطا فرما. یا اللہ یہ چھوٹی موٹی پرابلم ہیں ہمارے لیے بہت بڑے ہیں یا اللہ اس بڑے پرابلم کو یا اللہ تو آسان بنا دے. یا اللہ تو جو چاہے جب چاہے جس طریقے سے چاہے یا اللہ کر سکتا ہے کروا سکتا ہے. یا اللہ تو کسی چیز میں کسی کا محتاج نہیں ہے. یا اللہ تو زبردست ہے طاقتور ہے قوی ہے اول سے ہے آخر تک ہے. یا اللہ تیرا کوئی ثانی نہیں ہے. یا اللہ تو ہمارا رب ہے پروردگار ہے یا اللہ مولا ہے یا اللہ رحیم ہے رحمان ہے غفار ہے غفور ہے. یا اللہ خالق ہے مالک ہے رب ہے. یا اللہ ہم تیری مخلوق تیرے بندے تیرے پیارے حبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی امتی بہت ہی کمزور بے بس بے سہارا یا اللہ تیرے سامنے ہاتھ پھیلا کر اپنی عاجزی کا اظہار کرتے ہیں. یا اللہ تیری ہی عبادت کرتے ہیں تجھی سے اپنا سوال یا اللہ مانگتے ہیں تیری ہی خدمت میں پیش کرتے ہیں تیرے ہی دربار میں آ کے اپنے سر کو جھکا دیتے ہیں. یا اللہ ہم سب کی حاجتوں کو پورا فرما. اللہ ہم سب کی ضرورتوں کو پورا فرما. اللہ ہم سب کو نیک بنا دے ایک بنا دے آپس میں میل جول محبت پیار عطا فرما. یا اللہ دین کی باتیں سننے کی توفیق عطا فرما. نیک لوگوں کی صحبت عطا فرما. نیک لوگوں کی صحبت میں رہنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ مواقع پیدا فرما. یا اللہ ہم تو بہت ہی کمزور ہیں. یا اللہ ہم نے انبیاء کے قصے پڑھے ہیں بزرگوں کے قصے پڑھے ہیں. یا اللہ گناہ ہے کہ انہیں موقع دیے گئے لیکن پھر بھی وہ سیف رہ گئے. یا اللہ ہمیں تو موقع نہیں مل رہا ہے ہم موقع کی تلاش میں رہتے ہیں کوئی ہمیں کہہ دے کوئی آمدہ کر دے. یا اللہ ہم تو بہت ہی کمزور ہیں. یا اللہ ہم سب کی گناہوں سے حفاظت فرما برے کاموں سے حفاظت فرما نفس کے دھوکوں سے حفاظت فرما شیطان کے وساوس سے حفاظت فرما. یا اللہ ہم سب کو یا اللہ تقوی عطا فرما. یا اللہ ہم سب کو عبادت کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. مبارک مہینے کے جو بھی ایام باقی ہیں یا اللہ اس کی قدر کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. یا اللہ خاص کر کے جو ہمارے نوجوان ہیں یا اللہ بھائی ہوں بہن ہیں یا اللہ ان کی خوب حفاظت فرما یا اللہ انہیں اچھے کیریکٹر عطا فرما اچھے اخلاق عطا فرما یا اللہ تقوی عطا فرما یا اللہ فیئر عطا فرما یا اللہ سیک آف اللہ عطا فرما یا اللہ نوجوان نسل کی حفاظت فرما یا اللہ خاص کر کے اس ملک میں یا اللہ ہم سب یا اللہ پریشان ہیں اولاد کے معاملے میں بیوی بچوں کے معاملے یا اللہ ان سب کی حفاظت فرما یا اللہ جو مانگا وہ بھی عطا فرما جو مانگنے سے رہ گیا ہم سب کے لیے بہتر ہو محض اپنے فضل و کرم سے ہم سب کو عطا فرما یا اللہ پیارے حبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے خیر کی لائن کی جتنی بھی دعائیں مانگی ہیں ان دعاؤں میں ہم سب کا حصہ نصیب فرما یا اللہ جتنی بھی بری چیزیں شر والی چیزوں سے پناہ مانگی ہے یا اللہ ہم سب کو پناہ مانگتے ہیں یا اللہ ہم سب کو پناہ عطا فرما یا اللہ پیارے حبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی سچی پکی محبت عطا فرما عاشق بنا یا اللہ عاشق رسول صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم بنا یا اللہ درود و سلام پڑھنے کی توفیق عطا فرما یا اللہ ایک ایک سنت پر عمل کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما یا اللہ پیارے حبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کے بہت احسانات ہیں یا اللہ ہم سب کو اپنے پیارے حبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی قدر کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما ان کے مقام کو سمجھنے کی توفیق عطا فرما ان پر خوب درود و سلام پڑھنے کی توفیق عطا فرما یا اللہ پیارے حبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کے صدقے طفیل ہم سب کی دعاؤں کو قبول فرما حاجتوں کو پورا فرما عبادتوں کو قبول فرما اخلاص و للہیت عطا فرما اللهم ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا انك انت التواب الرحيم اللهم اغفر لنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الاحياء منهم والاموات بفضل سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين.